Good evening, guys. Afternoon, evening. It's March 14th, 2100. So, news time. First off, BL Ranch is back. He's been back for about 2 weeks. He's still spitting his message, man. Good for him. I'm glad he's back. And he's kind of taking another little turn, man. He's teaching us how to brew beer. Not something I ever got into. I know a couple guys that run stills, but they do it more for spirits instead of brew. Awesome. Might have to check out actually making my own beer. Seems like it'd be kind of a fun hobby. The other thing to bring to news for our local community here, Angry American. I did a post about his books a few weeks back. He wrote the Home series. He had a devastating fire, guys. And I mean, it happens. Everybody's like, oh, he's a prepper. It shouldn't have happened. Things happen. The building he lost, not only did it burn his truck, he's got some considerable damage to his truck, but he also lost some comms equipment from what I understood. Looking at the photos, it looked like firearms, ammunition, and some other prepping gear. Now, if you go to DD12 on Facebook or look up the Angry American page on Facebook, there should be a link to a GoFundMe. Now, he's not actually posting the GoFundMe, but some of his friends are. And if you can do anything to help, it'd be awesome. It'd be very, very cool. The guy's been a prepper for years. He teaches classes. He does a whole lot of stuff in the prepping community behind the scenes that you may or may not know of. He's a hell of a guy, awesome author, and a family man. And just down to earth kind of guy you can sit down and drink a beer with. So that's what's going on there. BL Ranch is back. Angry American had a fire. And then saw on the news today, Texas. Day after they lift the mask ban. I believe it was Houston. Lady walks into a bank. So this was yesterday. Today is Sunday. Lady walks into a bank without a mask and she is arrested for not wearing a mask. Come on, Texas. You're the come and take it state. Texas Republic. You're supposed to sail the middle finger in a yeet yeet to everyone else. Your tactics are turning into something like California. Come on, Texas, get your head out of your ass. Figure this shit out. In other news, Dianne Feinstein. Some of you guys may know her, some of you guys may not. Dianne Feinstein is a career politician out of communist California. She is very, very much against we the people, or we the peasants in her mind, of owning anything or having anything to do with self-defense. Personal protection and life and liberty and pursuit of happiness and justice is only for her and the uber wealthy and elite. Where they live in gated communities and have 24 armed guard protection. You and I are left to waddle around in filthy streets, riddled with drug needles and gang members and drug cartel guys. Because that's where we belong, as long as we just keep paying for her wages. But anyhow, she did. She introduced a bill. Same bill she's been introducing for quite a while, actually. It's the assault weapons ban. And people are like, oh, well, it's just against the scary military guns. Well, okay. To get an actual M4, like the military uses, you got to convert that. It takes some money to have somebody do it, to have the license to do it. You know, you got to pay for your right to do it from the good old ATF. And it's not just easy going buying a shot or a machine gun off the shelf. It's not that easy. But Feinstein says, well, all the guns that are scary, including this guy right here. This is my duty weapon for work. Holes, 19 freedom seats. I carry 3 mags while at work. And there's 20 in this gun because 19 in the mag and 1 in the chamber. 19 here. This gun would be illegal because of holes of these magazines. I'd have to get a one for her to make it legal. I think it's like a 5-shot round mag. AKs, ARs, anything that has a box magazine that holds more than 10 rounds is kind of on the chopping block. A few years ago, during the Obama abomination administration, she introduced legislation to even limit what your pumped shotgun could carry. In fact, she didn't want you to have a pumped shotgun. You're only able to have a breech or what is that? One that breaks in half. Excuse me, I forget. But anyways, that's good enough for you to hunt with. Well, Feinstein, yeah, moldy old fucking cunt. The Second Amendment wasn't written to tell us what we couldn't have. It was written to make sure that we have what we need to out-roost you fucks when you got too big for your britches. Which I have a belief that it's about time it's going to come to, these roosters are going to come home to roost. You guys keep playing with fire. Your fake election and your bullshit that you're pulling, yeah, people are getting pissed. Even your woke bullshit is starting to really annoy a lot of fucking people. So, Feinstein, blow it out your ass, you moldy tarantulas cunt. Tarantulas? Is that a word? That's not the word I wanted. Yeah, words. More news. Meghan Markel. Remember, she's that actress that hopped on a plane, flew over to England, fell in love with this little ginger kid that grandmama is the fear of England, right? Long live the Queen. My ass. She's thinking about running for president. She's talking to top Democrats about a possible run. Now, I did look this up. She is still a U.S. citizen. She is trying to get her British citizenship, but it takes longer than it does in the United States to get a U.S. citizenship. But she could be eligible because she's over 35 when the next election coming up. She could be eligible to run for president. I think that's a conflict of interest. Even if she is old enough and she retains her U.S. citizenship, she is married into the royal family. Now we have Beijing Biden. That's, China's got him on his balls in a leash, right? He loves China, hates America. Do we really want to go back under queen or king and queen rule? Do you really want to give up your pocket knives next like they have over there? I mean, come on. I don't want to be ruled by an island the size of the state I live in, okay? I don't have a problem with the English citizens, the British. They're all right. The military is pretty cool. But the whole royal family can kiss my ass. All right? This shit's fucking stupid. And on the other news, Governor Cuomo. Staffers are refusing to show up to work. They're demanding him resigning. And like a total dictator, he's refusing to give up that power. Now remember, this is the guy that was at the beginning of the pandemic a year ago screaming about respirators. How he needs respirators. Respirators are going to save this pandemic. Yeah. Well, now the Democrats are going after their own. And he's not having it. Just find it funny, man. Trump's out of office and they can't blame the orange man for being the bad guy. Now they have to go after their own. Don't touch Biden. I guess you could pick on Trump's kid for being socially awkward, and that was cool with the Democrats. But when you're a 80-year-old pedophile with dementia, it's hands off. Anyways, guys, give this video a like if you liked it. If not, make your own. And you guys have a great night.